What's up, everyone? Week 2 is in the books. And your boy is 2-0, baby! Yeah! What's up, everyone? We're going to talk about Week 2 recaps, and then we have the Week 3 preview. And we're going to start off with Eli, two-time Super Bowl MVP, going up against Steel Curtain 13. Ariel, let me just say thank you. Thank you for not starting Mr. Carr, because Derek Carr would have played, I would have been done. Close matchup, final score 126-120. And for me, Malik Neighbors. Welcome to the neighborhood, my man. 30 points, had a huge game for the Giants. Giants unfortunately lost. Should have won that game. But like I said before, I think the Giants team are a better team that people are giving them credit for. Let's see how the rest of the season plays out. For Ariel, I mean, it comes down to, like, McBride had a huge game for you. But what it came down to was you starting Williams and Reed. Well, Williams over Derek Carr. Carr dropped 26 points on the bench. I go to 2-0. Ariel drops down to 1-1. Next matchup, we have Frank's Jets, legendary Giants. And it's Frank with the 153-116 win over Juan's team. A-Chain, 30 points. Hurts, 26. The Buffalo Bills defense dominated that game. Well, I mean, it also helps that when you have Tua, who makes a dumb slide that just made no sense, knocked him out. Frank's Jets go to 1-1. Legendary Giant drops down to 1-1. Next up, we have Bushwick Hitman, Pits and Giggles. And it was close there, Bubba. It was very close there. But at the end, Bubba pulls it out 134-128. Smith Najiba with 25 points, leading the way. And for Marty, listen, like I said, it was close. Listen, Malik Willis put up a decent effort considering just some guys didn't show up. Tank Dell, 2 points. They didn't do nothing. Love may be coming back this week. He's questionable. We'll see what happens. Bushwick Hitman goes to 1-1. Pits and Giggles down to 0-2. Next up, we have Buffalo Blitz against Tua. And it's Buffalo Bills with the 165-132 victory. And Jordan must be breaking his head. He's like, what's going on? He had such a great draft. They had him ranked as the top power team in the league. And he's starting 0-2. And why? Because, man, guys are just having career days against him. Let's see. You had Metcalf going off for 30 points. You had McPherson getting 13. Rodgers had a good game. Pierce, the second wide receiver for the Colts, dropped 16. And for Jordan, I mean, it was a good effort, 132. It just wasn't enough. Alex goes up to 1-1. Jordan drops down to 0-2. Next matchup, we have Team 8000 and Team Deal. And listen, this was a close matchup, but Danny pulls out the 148-141 victory. Again, the man has the pixie dust on his team. The guy is not here to draft, and he's 2-0. And why? Deebo Samuel, 21 points. Hunter Henry drops 24. And for Marco, man, Sam Darnold on the bench. Listen, I get it, starting guys, wide receivers, and names who may get some points. But a quarterback, even on an okay day, can drop a 15 spot. Unless they have a really bad day, like I just went through. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. He left Sam Darnold on the bench. He even left Minshew on the bench. Either one of them would have been a difference maker compared to Hopkins' 1.9. And would have given Marco the win. Instead, Marco starting the season 0-2. Danny is 2-0. Next up, we have Ojo Meister. And we have Bad Boys. And it is Ojo Meister with the 124-93 victory. Ojo going to 2-0, ranked number 2 in the standings. And why? Breece Hall, who, man, that's who I was going to draft. He went ahead and he drafted him before me. And Connor with 20 points. Geno Smith dropping a 22. And for Team Deal, man, dude, Keenan Allen was out. He wasn't even playing. And, I mean, you didn't really have many guys on the bench anyway that could have made a difference. Ojo goes up to 2-0. Eddie drops to 1-1. And then we have last matchup, Gotham Knights, Brooklyn Giants. High scoring affair. One of the highest scoring affairs of the day. And it was Terry with the 183-178 victory. Kyler Murray dropping 36. Amon St. Brown dropping 24. Nico Collins dropping 29. And Bowers dropping 23. 4 guys alone combined for over 100 points. And like I said, it was high scoring on both ends. But Terry comes out on top. Terry's now 1-1. Will drops down to 1-1. All right, early standings look. And who is on top of the leaderboard? But it's Team Deal at 2-0. Ojo Meister in second with the same record, along with Eli, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, as we top out the top 3 at 2-0. And we have Legendary Giant, Gotham Knights, Brooklyn Giants, Frank's Jets, Steel Current 13, Buffalo Bills, Bushwick Hitmen, and Bad Boys, all at 1-1. And then the winless teams, Hawk Tua, and Team 8000, Pits and Giggles. Let's jump into this week. Let's see what we have. First matchup, Eli, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, going up against the defending champs, Legendary Giant. And I'm up early by 2 points, but it's not a good 2 points. That's because my quarterback did nothing against the Jets. And that's my own fault because I forgot that the Jets were playing on Thursday because I was watching the Mets take on the Phillies. Great game. As of now, the Mets have won 2 out of 3 so far. Hopefully we can take it tomorrow. We go 3 out of 4. 6 games to go. Well, right now we have 7 games to go. We're up by 2 games. It feels like playoff baseball already, man. All right, so Juan is favored to win this one, 146-124. Next matchup, we have Frank's Jets against Buffalo Bills, and Alex is up early, 41-0, but Frank's actually favored to win, 140-136 in a tight matchup. Next up, we have Bushwick Hitman going up against Brooklyn Giants, the battle of the brothers. And right now, neither team had a person playing, but it's Will with the favorite at 139-113. They're favored to win. Next up, we have Pits and Giggles against Bad Boys, and neither team had a person playing, but Marty's favored to win. Next up, we have Team 8000 going against Hawk Tua, 2-0-2 teams. One of them looking to get their first win, and it's Jordan who's the favorite in this matchup. And then we have Ojo Meister against Team Deal, the number 1 against the number 2 team. So one team may drop and get their first loss. Right now, Team Deal's up early, 21-17, but Ojo is favored to win. And then the final matchup, we have Gotham Knights going up against Steel Current 13. Neither team has someone who's played yet, but it's Terry right now who's favored to win this matchup. Listen, for the teams who haven't won a win yet, season's still early. There's a lot of football left. And honestly, like I said, the goal is to get into the playoffs because anything can happen. Just make sure you know you're watching that waiver wire. For the people on top, like I said, one of you guys are coming down and get your first loss. Hopefully I can stay undefeated even though it's not looking good this week. As for my Mets, man, this is it. Like I said, this is what we play for. We've got 7 games left. Got to take out the Phillies. We got to win the next one and go 3 out of 4. And then we go to Atlanta. And we just got to handle our business. 2 years ago, we didn't. We got swept. And it just put a whole damper on our season. This time is different. And, man, how about Acuna? The kid's a beast. I'm telling you, he looks the part, man. This Met team in the future is going to be really good. It's going to be fun to watch. Giants got the Browns. I actually think the Giants are going to win. The Browns are just all sort of a mess. And don't be surprised if I think Carolina's looking to trade Young. If I'm the Browns, I pull that trigger. I don't think Bryce Young is this bad. I just think that's a dysfunctional organization. I think with Cleveland, he could be better. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm the Browns, honestly, if I'm the Giants, I may even look into picking up Bryce Young because I don't think he's as bad as what he's put out there. And if we could get him for like a 6th rounder, if I'm the Giants, I pull the trigger on that. listen, I think I think it's worth a look. You guys have a good week. Juan, I'm coming after you. I know I got an uphill battle, but I'm coming after you, man. Hopefully I get the W. You guys have a good week. G-Man, let's go Mets. Talk to you guys soon, man.